God's plan, God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't. Yeah. I feel good.
Hey queens and kings, it's Aisha and welcome back to my channel. Hello to all my new subscribers. Remember, the key to achieving anything you want starts with your thinking. Be positive and be blessed. As seen by the video title, today I'm going to be talking about the law of attraction, and I'm going to give you guys some tips if you've never heard of it or know how to apply it to your life. Having a negative or positive thought may bring positive or negative experiences in your life. So whether or not you realize it, you have been manifesting things throughout your life, and knowing how to control it though will bring forth better experiences and more positive ones. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched The Secret. It's on Netflix. It's like a documentary on Netflix, and they also have a book, but I haven't read the book as yet. So I remember when The Secret came out, I was still living in Jamaica, so I think I was in high school, and my dad got it on DVD, but for some reason that time I wasn't as interested. Like, I did learn bits and pieces. I knew that, I should speak things into existence, but I would only apply that whenever I was doing a job interview or something important. I didn't practice it throughout my everyday life. I didn't watch the type of things I was thinking. I didn't watch my thoughts and the things that I was manifesting into my life. Sometimes when you're not ready for something, you won't receive it. I guess back then I didn't understand the magnitude of manifestation. So now that I'm older and I went and I seeked it on my own, I think it's a lot easier for me now, and it has definitely changed my life since I've started implementing it into my life. Like, actually, me practicing the law of attraction is what I feel like it's what got me to start making YouTube videos again, because for a while I wasn't sure when I was going to make another video. Like, I knew I would, but I wasn't sure when, because every time I even thought about it, I would just cut it down. I would literally block it. So I would just tell myself negative things, and then I would be like, okay, I'll make it at some point in the future, but not right now, because right now I'm not ready to make videos. And as soon as I started applying the law of attraction and started changing my thinking and basically working on my mind, it's like medicine for your mind. That's when I got rid of all those negative thoughts, which obviously you do still have doubt sometimes, and negative thoughts do pop up, but you don't put energy into it, so you don't basically bring it to life. Anything that you think, whether negative or positive, you're asking the universe to bring more of it into your life. So if you say, I don't want to be late, that's basically a common example. I don't want to be late. You'll realize that you'll probably run into every red light, you'll run into traffic, and everything will happen to make sure that you are late. Because when you keep on saying, I don't want to be late, I don't want to be late, the universe does not understand that you don't want to be late. It doesn't understand the I don't part of it. It keeps thinking, okay, late, be late, be late, be late, and that's what ends up happening. So instead of just telling yourself that I don't want this or I want this, just tell yourself, I am going to be on time, I am going to have a great day, everything is going to go as planned. And so whenever you find yourself having the thought and it's a bit like, I don't want the rain to fall, I don't want this, you just think, okay, the rain is not gonna fall, I'm going to do my video, and then the rain will fall after, whenever it feels like it. Have you ever realized, like, when you're rushing because you're in a panic mode, and say for example you're doing your makeup, a lot of times when you're rushing, your makeup will not turn out good. And most times when I'm rushing and I'm even doing my eyeliner, it will not turn out good. Like, one will be up like this, one will be like this, and then you have to spend extra time to redo it, and eventually all those things will lead to you being late. I know when I'm late, like, I can never put my eyelashes on. I will literally glue that thing 5 times and rip it back off because some part of it will just not stick. And the moment I'm doing it effortlessly and I'm not rushing, then everything just falls into place and it just goes smoothly. If you want something, everything around you is energy, and we all have vibrations. So you have to bring yourself to that level where you have the feeling that you already have something. So you have to really feel that I already have this thing, it's here, it's for me. And you don't have to do that by saying, okay, this is for me because I'm better than everybody else or whatever. No, you have to focus on yourself in order to get yourself in that mindset where you're feeling the type of feelings that you'd feel if you already had the thing you want. You can use vision boards. I also, like, I had a vision board. Well, I don't have an actual board. I kind of made one on my laptop with a collage of all the pictures of stuff I want, and then I printed it. Or I also use my phone's wallpaper and my screensaver, and basically anywhere that I could put a picture of something that I want to keep reminding myself about, then I use that. I'll use like my phone password to remind me of whatever it is. I'll use a password that's like a shortcut to just to keep you in that high vibration. And in order for this to work, you have to truly believe it. You have to truly believe that whatever it is you want will happen, and that it is what you want. So don't be very careful when you're manifesting something, so that you actually do manifest what you want, and not what you think you want. The universe will give you whatever it is that you desire, whether it's something great or something not so great. As long as it's something that's constantly on your mind, you're putting emotions and feeling into it, and you're constantly thinking about it, you're gonna tell your subconscious mind after a certain time that, okay, this is what I want. And then you're going to bring more of that into your life. So whenever you're thinking, if a negative thought do pop up, then you just have to quickly take a step back and just refocus. Whenever I feel like my mind is starting to stray and I'm not really in that place that I know I'm supposed to be, I like to meditate. So I really meditate at night, and I don't do it every night. I do it every couple nights. And there's a meditation that I like to do. The video is on YouTube. It's like an 11-minute video, and I'll put it in the description box down below. I follow the meditation, and I'm telling you, no matter what mood I'm in, if I'm feeling sad or whatever, once I do the meditation and I follow the video, I instantly feel better. And it's 11 minutes, but it's not as long as you think, because you're just in a quiet place. It goes by so fast. I also practice journaling because I don't know, I never really journaled before. I started like last year, and even then I wasn't consistent. Like, I would write and then a few months would pass and then I would write something again. But it's actually interesting because when you write, sometimes you forget exactly what you write, and when you go back in the future and you look at it, you're like, oh my god, I can't. It sometimes it's not even that like the things you wrote came through, but it's just seeing the state of mind that you were in and seeing how where you are now. It's really amazing. It's kind of very helpful even with tracking your growth in terms of where you are mentally. So I write in the journal. When I do write, I have two different ways that I write. Sometimes I write where I'm writing as if something has already happened and I'm in that position. So I would say, oh, I'm so happy that this happened, and I'm doing this, and I'm that, and whatever. And I don't write that I want this, I want that, I want. No, you write it as if it already happened. And then I have other times when I would write in the now, where exactly how I'm feeling, and just my thought process at the moment, just to see later on like how it's different. So those are two different ways that I write. And writing is still fairly new to me, but I've been enjoying it so far because, as I said, it's basically proof to what you're saying. So when you write, just make sure that you date it each time, so you know exactly when you wrote it. And I feel like after you start following the law of attraction, you start being very aware of everything. It's almost like I started seeing repeating numbers so much that every time I would look at my phone, the time would be a specific number, like 555, 1 2 3 4, 11 11. And sometimes I wouldn't even look at the time, but like I would get a notification, and when I took my phone up to look, it would be like a specific sequence. And then also sometimes the addresses of like specific places that I feel like are important to me. Like I'll find an address that's exactly the sequence, and then I think that's how it started. I started seeing a sequence in addresses, and then it started following up. I started researching it, and then I found out more about angel numbers. And I mean, I'm gonna do a video in the future about that, but not right now, because I feel like I still need to follow the process a little bit more before I start talking about it. And also, you know, this is very helpful because it kind of lets you cut out all the clutter around you and everybody's opinions, and you kind of just focus on what you want, because you know what you want and you know that you're going to get what you want. So people's opinions of what they think you should be doing, it starts to like matter less, because you gain such confidence in yourself. I think when you write things down, it makes you more accountable to do what you say you're going to do. So like, for example, like I had my passport and it's been expired for months, and I wanted to renew it, but I'm like, I know I'm not traveling right now, like I don't really want to spend the money to renew it. And then I wrote it down in my book, and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, something inside of me just kept telling me, go renew your passport, go renew your passport. You don't know when anything might pop up at any time where you have to travel. So I did. I renewed it, and even though that was my action, writing it, like if I didn't write it down, I feel like I would have still been making excuses. So when you write things down, it's not like you're going to just sit there and wait for things to just come to you or wait for things to happen. You are going to have to put the work behind it. And sometimes it's not the work in terms of, oh, like, what do I need to do now? Like, I need to do this, and this is how this is going to come to me. That's not how it goes. You have to put the work behind it in terms of whenever you just get a gut feeling or a nudge to go do something, you go do it. So if you get the feeling to go Google something or to go a certain place at a certain time, sometimes while you're doing it, you might not even realize that it's a part of the process to you getting what you want. I know this is a lot of information, so it's kind of a lot to put into one video, because I feel like I've been touching on every little thing, and I'll be making a lot more videos in the future, just, you know, talking more about each different area and my experience. I was going to tell a story in this video, but I'm going to make this story a separate video because I don't want this video to be too long. So if you guys have any law of attraction stories that you would like me to share, just so that other people could have an understanding and different tips on how to start manifesting things, you can just send me an email, and my email is in the description box down below, and I will just read your emails anonymously in a video whenever I have enough. Also, throughout everything, don't forget to pray, because I do pray. I don't just meditate and whatever. I do pray and I do talk to God. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be blessed.